Either way
Gotta look
works.
at you.
Yeah. Just take me through your day, your progression, and some tough wrestling out there, but you're in the finals of the World Team Trials.
Man, I just knew that this bracket's incredible, right? I mean, I had to start the day off with beating a World Team member, and so I just approached today with like a certain level of, get the weight off, and then after that, let's fight, right? And every single person I had to fight my ass off for.
That first match was, I don't even know the score. How do you approach or wrestle through positions in a match like that, knowing it's points this way, points that way? I mean, just how do you stay cool? How do you work through those positions? And then how do you actually get the job done and win in that way?
Yeah. I feel like when I approach wrestling guys like that, I mean, there's a couple in the Big Ten that are like that, and so I just know that, the wrestling's going to be hard, and there's going to be points given either way, and I accept the fact that I'm going to get scored on. But, kind of how Marshawn Lynch says it, right? I'm going to get got, but I'm going to get more. I'm going to get more than I get got, Like, I know that's not a good thing to say in an interview, but, I just know that I just got to put up more points.
You're a guy who likes to put up points, right? That's the kind of way you like to wrestle, right?
Uh-huh.
How do you own that? I mean, there's not a lot of guys necessarily who go out and just are willing to let it fly. They want to wrestle tight, controlled matches, but for you, it seems like you're ready to let it go. How do you think about that?
Yeah, so I mean, talking with the coaches and, kind of going over my style and going over how I wrestle, I wrestle best when there's as much wrestling as possible. That means I'm going to give up points, but it also means I'm going to be in a lot of scoring opportunities. I've gotten really good at taking advantage of those, and so I think that I just want to wrestle every match with as many scoring points as possible.
When you're wrestling a up-and-comer like Bartlett, right?
Bassett, yeah.
Sorry, Bassett.
Yeah.
Bartlett, Bassett.
Yeah, so many B's and so many Bo's.
So, I mean, how do you approach that? I mean, that he's coming for you, right? He's got nothing to lose, essentially, high school kid, right? Is that different at all for you as someone who's, gone through college ranks, and you're the favorite?
Yeah, and so me and Terrell had this talk because Ridge Lovett's got PJ Duke, who's also a high schooler, right? We just had this conversation of, don't think of it as, oh, you win, oh, you lose, right? Like, people say, like, oh, there's nothing to gain with beating a high schooler because, if I lose, I lost to a high schooler. If I win, you're supposed to. But I don't look at it that way. Bo Bassett's the U20 world champ. If I was wrestling the U20 world champion who's from Russia, I would approach it with full thought and full, desire to win and, with intense focus. And so why would I not do the same level, right? And so I just, you got to go out and compete with every person, and you have to respect every opponent. And, I see the stuff the kid's doing. He's incredible. And so I respect him.
I guess thoughts on finals tomorrow, matchup, and just what you got to do to get the win?
Yeah, Real Woods got a lot of wins over me. So, it's just another time to, go out and make wrestling fun. It's going to be great.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.